Hey guys, welcome to my channel Prodbug108 and let's continue our series for the playwright. Okay, so till the last chapter, I hope you have already gone through all the topics properly and so basically we have covered all the basic things okay in the playwright. Now everything should be clear to you guys how to write the test cases, everything right, how to go to any website, do some little bit of operations, small operations we have to do. So everything should be up and fine running on your system as well, right? So in this particular chapter, let me try to go some more details in the playwright. So what we are going to cover in this particular chapter, we are going to cover the drop down, radio button, checkboxes, autocomplete, and the CSS with multiple classes. This is another concept I'm going to tell you. Okay, it's going to be important one. Okay, let's continue. So we have an import statement, right? And let's see. Before that, let me show you one thing. I think it's better to go with the configuration because maybe because see, this is the original configuration. Okay, which generated by default whenever you install the playwright. So this configuration generated by default. Okay, so this is kind of defined configuration. This is a test directory which we have given while doing the installation, so all the tests should be inside this. Okay, so playwright can pick automatically, fully parallel true. Okay, forbid only, this is for CI CD kind of things. Okay, so this is a bit hodgepodge. And see, here you can see like one test cases will run three times as per this configuration. Like it will run on the Chrome, it will run on the Firefox, it will run on the WebKit. Okay, so this is like Safari. Okay, iOS Safari. So this is the by default configuration generated. Okay, so you will run one test cases, but it will be run three times on different browsers. So generally, like we don't want to do this, at least as of now. Okay, when we are practicing or when we are learning something, so we will change some configuration. So this is my configuration. I did some changes in this. Let's check the configuration. Okay, so the name of the file should be, you can see here, playwright.config.js. This has to be same. Okay, you can't change it. Okay, I just added original here, just I don't want to delete it, the initial one. Okay, so this is package.json. You don't need to touch this one. Okay, this again generated by default, package.json, package log.json. These files get auto generated and they have the details of the your installation, your version, your node version, etc, etc. Okay, so no need to go inside this as of now. Okay, just ignore packaged and .json. We have to only focus on the playwright.config.js. That's it. Okay, you can create your own. Okay, you can copy paste this one as well. So let's go through this. uh, okay, so this is the import statement. Okay, define config. See, we are creating an object. Okay, here. Okay, so we are kind of creating a global variable kind of thing. Okay, so whatever the settings you are doing here, it will be come under the define config. Okay, and we are like module.export. So we are exporting this define config, and it will be available in your project, complete project. Okay, this is what it is. Okay, so let's go through this one by one. Test directory dot slash test. So what do you mean by dot? Dot is like your folder. This is the folder. Inside dot is always denoted by your root directory. Root directory is your whatever the folder name, playwright 2. Okay, slash test 2. So test here. Okay, test slash test. So all the test cases inside this folder will be executed. Okay, there are few more examples here. Auto generated test hyphen example. These will not be executed because the folder name is different. Okay, so you can delete this test hyphen examples because this class has been generated by the playwright while installation. We have not written anything in this. Okay, for the reference you can refer this file as well if you stuck somewhere. So let me open our test folder. Okay, so this is the test directory. Timeout, this is how much, 30 seconds is the timeout which we have given. In case something is not visible, playwright will wait for 30 seconds and then after that it will fail. Okay, uh, then what else we have here? Expect, this is for assertions. Okay, timeout for each assertions. Fully parallel true. So if we have multiple test cases, they will run in parallel. So how easy is this, right? Just you don't have to do, just you have to make it true or false. If it is true, the test cases will run in parallel. Okay, forbid only process, this is for CI/CD, we'll see later on. Retry by the name, and this is again for the CI, two times retry. Okay, these are for the CI settings, I will not touch them as it is. Reporter, HTML. Okay, for more information you can go to the test portal if you want to play with them, but for the timing we'll go with HTML only. Use, okay, so use basically is the browser information. Okay, so traces retain on failure. So see, you have seen the reports, right? I have shown you the reports. So if your test case is successful, right, why we need to store the traces? Because ultimately what happen over the time, the traces will take lots of spaces in your server, right? So we don't need traces when it is successful. Okay, so this is the best option what I think, like retain on failure. So basically retain, keep your traces in case some test case get failed. Otherwise, just delete the traces. We don't need log files, right? But if you want for each and every run, you can just put it on here under the inside the this what do you say this colon, you can just put on inside that. Okay, otherwise, my recommendation is to put retain on failure. On first retry. Okay, this is another flag you can put it here. So on first retry, the name suggests that. So in case failed, it will not retain. So in case of retry, if it is fail, then it will retain. Okay, so there are different options they have given. More details you can go here. This is the link, docs trace viewer. Okay, more details you can go and see there, but on high level just keep it retain on failure, that's more than enough. Screenshot on, I want screenshots. Browser name, WebKit. Okay, so there are three options which I can see, like Firefox, Chromium, and WebKit. Okay, right now whatever the browser you are seeing in my videos are the WebKit. So WebKit is like Safari one, and this is the by default browser. So while installation, I think the Playwright asks you whether you want a Playwright browser or not, and we said yes. Okay, so this is that WebKit. Okay, so that's it. So this is very simple configuration, very easy to understand. Okay, not like the one given by default. This is so confusing. Okay, maybe we'll see later on in the chapters if we require that kind of settings or not. But this is a simple one, right? So this is important. I forgot to mention these configuration in the earlier chapter. So, but yeah, if you are facing some problem in running, so you can refer this particular file. Okay, so let me show you in. So this is the complete file. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, you can check here. Fine. So let me close this one. Close. Okay, and close. Let's go here. Okay, so now let's start with the first test. Okay, let me see if there are no only present, because I don't like you know finding which test cases are running. So there are see, in the last lecture we put it here only and we forgot to remove it. Okay, so these kind of mistake you don't need to do while committing, especially when you commit your code. Okay, okay, fine. So let's see now. Test select drop down. So we are going to test the drop down. Okay, uh, let me see. Let's open our website. Okay, let me open this website. Okay, so where are the drop down? Drag and drop. Okay, let me see what is the title. Drop down list. Let me find here. Here is the drop down list. Okay, so we are going to click here on the drop down list and see there are simple drop down option 1, 2. Then enter percentage. This is another type of drop down. Then select country. So this is a big drop down, right? So basically there are different three types of drop down. So we are going to automate them. Okay. So what we are doing, page.locator text. I hope you are now very much comfortable with this kind of locators. Text is equal to drop down list. So we clicked on that particular title. Then simple drop down, element per page, and the country. So three drop down which I shown. Simple drop down, select your date of birth. Okay, that one and the next one. Okay, so these are the three, these are the selectors. So this is the tag. This is a CSS. I told you, right? Like tag, hash, and ID. So if you go and go here, inspect, Control F and find. See this one. We are talking about this one. So this is the tag. Select hash ID value. What is ID value? Drop down. So this is the CSS locator. Select hash drop down. This is how you can make your own CSS. Okay, and this is optional. The tag I already told you in the previous chapter. This is optional. You can directly use hash drop down. Okay, try to play. I will recommend you to try to play as much as possible. Okay, just don't follow the video 100%. Just go and play yourself. Then only you can learn everything. So then hash country, similarly, this is the country. You can see ID is present. So we can use hash country. Okay, so this is possible, or you can also try only the ID like country. Okay, that try that as well. So what we are doing after that is page, go to this website, click on the drop down title. Uh, okay, so fine. Yes, I face some problem actually. That's why I have written a note here. Never click drop down web element directly. Use select option. Okay, so basically, while making the while writing the code, what by mistake what I have done is like I what I did, select drop down. This is the drop down. Okay, this one, select drop down, and I thought like let's first click it. So basically click and then select option one. This is what I thought initially. Okay, and I wasted lots of time, and later I realized that I did some mistake, that like while handling the drop downs we don't need to click on the drop down. If we have the locator of the drop down, use directly use this method, select option, and just give the pass the value. This method will automatically click internally. Okay, this method is self-sufficient, which will click internally and select the options. Okay, you guys don't repeat that mistakes. Okay, I'm telling you my experience, whatever, while making this video, what all mistakes I have done. So it's good to share, right? So you don't have to waste your time. So select option 2. We are going to select the option 2. Then we are going to select 100. Then we are going to select India in the drop down. Okay, and okay, so this is another command which I want to show you as debugging. This is only for debugging. Okay, and this will only work when you are running in headed mode. Okay, in case of like you're running like in what without the headed mode, it will not work. Okay, so make sure, because see, you want to debug something, so definitely you want to see the browser, right? So let me run this code and will show only. Okay, okay, so as soon as this command will come, browser will stop and one debug window will open up. Okay, this is very, very important. You can put this command anywhere, like here. So you will have your own control. Okay, so you can, like in our this editors, we debug our code, right? One by one. So that kind of control we will get. Let's see. I will show you then better rather than speaking. Let's see the. Okay, so this is the headed. Let's see. Okay, so I hope you're not able to see anything. So you can see in this browser, let me reduce it. We do. Okay, so let me show you. So option 2 has been selected. Okay, 100 has been selected, and India has been selected. Everything has been selected in this, and you can see a small pop-up window. Let me see, where is that window? I can't see. Yeah, here. Okay, so this is the Playwright inspector, right? This is the inspector which I think I am talking about previously, or maybe not. So this is the window. So you can see all the control here, record, locators. You can find the locators with all these things, and this is the debug option, resume, and next. This is the step over, next, 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 next. You can do. Okay, so let me. This is the last statement, so that's why it's of no use. Let me close, and this test case has been passed. Okay, so let me put this statement rather than here. Let me put now here. Okay, so what will happen? So the page drop down list title will be clicked, and then the page will be paused. Okay, after that we will see the benefit of debugger inspector, right? Let's see. Okay, so basically that has been clicked. Okay, so this is a by default page. We have not selected anything now. Okay, so let me bring our inspector here. Okay, now let's see. Our code is has been paused here, line number 33. Now we are going to line number 35, 36, 37, step by step. We want to see, we want to debug our code. So this is the step over F10. So let me click this. See, till now we can see that this has been selected. So at least our locator is fine. At least we are able to come to know that, yeah, our locator is fine. And let me click again. Next. So option 2, you can see option 2 is coming here. Okay, so option 2 has been selected, and now next drop down has been selected because we our cursor is on line number 36. So element per page. So this is the element per page drop down. This has been selected. So locator is fine. Okay, let's click next. See, 100 has been selected. You can see 100 has been changed. Now cursor is at line number 37. You can see this has been grayed out. So select country has been selected. Now go to next. India. India has been selected here, right? And after this, your code will be finished. So this is the benefit of inspector. This is very, very useful. Just you need to add await page.pause. So whenever you add this particular line, your code will be paused, and then you can debug your code accordingly. Very nice feature. Let's go next. So next is the radio button. Okay, so let me show you what we are doing here. Close. Let's go here. So we'll find radio buttons. We are going to click here. Then there are multiple radio buttons. Okay, blue, red, yellow, basketball, etc. So let me show you some locators. So we have a class this blue, and this is the blue. Okay, this is the label. Okay, let me see our locators, what how which kind of locators we have used. So black option and football option, input hash black. Okay, so let me copy and control F. So only one locator we are able to identify black. How? Input and hash black, because ID is black. Okay, so this is the locator. CSS again we have used. So this will be clicked. Similarly, hash football. So similarly, exactly the same locator. Football. Okay, so here is the football ID football, right? So hash football will work. Okay, this is the input, right? This is the input, this is the label. We don't need to select the label, we need to select the input. This is the radio button, this is the label, this is the radio button. We need to select radio button, so that's why we need to find this one. Okay, not the second one. Cool. What else? Then we are selecting black football. There is a assertion, expect black option to be checked. See, this is a new assertion, to be checked, because checkbox and radio button, these are checked. So this is the assertion that once we select the black option, now we are verifying that it is checked or not checked. Okay, and then wait for 3 seconds. Just we can see that, okay, these has been selected correctly. Otherwise, what we can do, we can put page dot pause. just if we want to see, because it will run so fast we might skip what has been selected, what not. So that's why for just for the videos and demo, we can use these kind of thread.sleep. Okay, otherwise in normal scenario, when you are working on your project, you don't need to write this one. Let me, so black and football, these two has to be selected. Let's see. See, you can see black and football has been selected, right? So yeah, that's why 3 seconds wait. Okay, so I hope this is clear. This is simple, right? There is no rocket science in this, right? It's very, very easy. I hope you guys are able to follow it along with me. So next is again radio button. What I'm going to cover, disable radio button and more. To be disabled, nth element. Okay, now uh, I have already taught you the meaning of nth element. This is very, very important. I'm telling you because you are going to face lots of scenario with where you have to use nth element. Okay, to be disabled, let's see what we are doing. We are going to the radio button page, then black option, football, red option, tennis option, green option. These are the locators. Okay, fine. See, they written a list of the radio button. So red option, see what I want to show here. Let me copy this particular CSS. This is going to be a fun. Okay, red option. Okay, so rather than choosing a simple locator like input hash red, we could have used easily, very, very easily. We could have used, but I want to teach you guys something, some new concept which you might face. Okay, where is red? Here is the red, right? Okay, so we have the ID red, but I don't want to use it. Okay, rather than I want to play with the playwright, right? So see, label dot form check label. Okay, so basically if you click on the label, then also radio button is you can select the radio button. If you select on the radio button, still it is selecting. So basically there are, you have two options as per this website. Okay, it may be different in your website, but as far as this website is concerned, if you click on the label basketball, radio button will be selected. So you can click on the label, you can click on the input. You have two options in this website. Is that clear? So now I am selecting the label dot form check label. So you can see class form check label and the tag is label. So this is CSS. I choose label dot, so tag dot class name. Okay, so label tag dot class value. So this is a CSS, but the problem is you can see here eight. There are eight results. Okay, it is not, because with everything this is coming, you can see this class is common among all the radio button. There are how many radio button are there? Eight. So all are having the same class. So if you guys face this kind of problem, like the class is common among multiple element, what you can do, you already know the answer, right? It's nth element. Cool. So this is the locator I have chosen, red option. Okay. Tennis option, again the same locator. You can see both the locators are same, and we are getting eight results. Okay, so we are going to use the nth element for red and tennis. Okay, cool. For rest, this is very clear. They don't have the list. They will have the exactly one locator. Let's go page dot go to this website, radio button title, click. So we will now, after that we'll reach on the radio button page. Black option, yes we can select. Football option, yes we can select. Expect green option to be disabled because we have not clicked on the green. Okay, so so in this website, see, this is disabled. You can see this is enabled, but you can't click on the green because let's see the locator of green. See, this is the locator. Okay, and see, you can see this tag disabled here. So the developers have added this disabled intentionally. Okay, so you can't select the green option. Okay, so this is a feature. So I'm just verifying that this is disabled. So green option, input hash green is disabled. So this is our assertion. Okay, okay, let's go next. Wait for 3 seconds just for debugging. Okay, no need to use this, or we can use our pause as well. Red option dot nth one. So I already told you this is a zeroth index space, so 0 1. So where is red? See, red is second. So this is blue is 0, red is 1. So out of the list of 8, I am going to click on the nth one. So this will be the red. So red will be selected. Tennis is last. See, I have again used. I could have used nth like 7. So you can try on your system. Nth 7. Tennis will be selected. Okay. Otherwise, tennis dot last because tennis is last. Okay. So everything will work. So let's see. Okay, we have the page dot pause already. So I don't need this time. Wait for time. So let me run this code, and yeah, there are no only, so let me put dot only here. Yeah, so test disabled radio button. So we are going to learn here two things, nth, which we have already know, but still for the practice, nth, and then to be disabled. If you have any radio button checkbox kind of disabled, you can utilize this. Okay, and page.pause will be paused at the end of the scenario. So let's see. See, red has been selected, tennis has been selected. Okay, green has been verified that this is disabled. Everything is working fine, and here it paused. Page.pause. So that's it. Just I want to show you these two options, and now we can just click here and test will be passed. Okay, so cool. I hope you are able to understand. I will suggest again you to pause the video and go and write yourself. Only let's see, checkbox. Okay, so there is another page for checkbox. Let me show you. Go here. Let me copy this and find here. Here. So we are going to click here, checkbox. There are two checkbox you can see, one and two. See, this is the checkbox, right? You can play with them. Let me see, inspector. So again, we have the label input same type checkbox class ID is checkbox 1 checkbox 2. So everything is there. Very simple, right? So input checkbox 1 input checkbox 2. So it's going to be very easy. Checkbox click. So first checkbox, no, this is the title. So this is the title. Nothing to check here. So we are now on the page checkbox. Okay. So checkbox 2 dot click. Okay. So let me show you. Uncheck 2. So let me close this. Let me see what is the by default state of checkboxes. Whenever we click here, let me see. Okay, so see, by default, check 2 is checked in this website. Okay, so when you click checkbox 2 first time, it will uncheck 2. Okay, so after this, both will be unchecked. Wait for some time out, 1 second, just to show you guys, otherwise it is not required with Playwright. No need to write. I'm repeating again, this is just for the demo. Otherwise, it will run without that as well. Okay, checkbox 1, click, checkbox 2, click. So we are going to uncheck 2, then we are going to check both of them. Okay, and verification, checkbox expect checkbox 1 to be checked and expect checkbox 1 to have attribute type checkbox. Okay, so now this is a new thing, right? uh, Checkbox 1, let's select this and go to inspect. You can see here checked, this checked input. Okay, and focus here, checkbox 1 is checked. Let me uncheck this. See, can you see this checked has been removed? Let's again click, checked come. So basically, if you check any checkbox, this keyword is coming here. If you uncheck it, this keyword is getting removed. Okay, so this is what is happening. And what I want to say is type is checkbox. Okay, to have an attribute. Okay, so no, we are not checking that. What we are saying, we are checking the type is checkbox. We are verifying this one. Okay, we are not verifying that checkbox is checked is coming or not. No, we are verifying to have an attribute. This is the key, this is the value. So what is the key is type, and what is the value? Checkbox. Okay, so I'm just for the sake of showing one more feature for this assertions, so you can also check the attributes. If some attributes are changing or something you want to do some assertions, you can do that. Okay, so let me run this test case and see. So unchecked, checked, and paused and done. Okay, so why I added the wait for timeout, so that it will check slowly and we can see what is happening, right? So initially checkbox 2 has been unchecked, both are unchecked, and one by one then I checked 1 2 and then finished. Okay, so this is working absolutely fine. So I hope this is clear, right? This is test checkbox. So this is the code, you can try to write yourself. Okay, let's see, let's go. Autocomplete, this is nice. Okay, so you know what is autocomplete now, right? Nowadays, if you go to the Google search, you write some few character AB, and then the complete word appear. Okay, so we will try to automate those kind of thing. Okay, let's see if this. I found one page in this website which handles autocomplete. So this is the autocomplete page. Go here, see country name. Okay, IN. So see, if you are writing the IN, so there are two options coming, India and Indonesia. Okay, AM. No, country is there. UN. If you write UN, United, UAE, and UK and USA. So three options are coming. So every time it will change. Okay, IN, D, D, I, C. Indonesia has been removed, right? It's coming. So these are kind of autocomplete. Okay, these are called the autocomplete features. So we are going to automate them. So autocomplete. So let's see what I have written here. Press sequentially. Nice. Default is 0 milliseconds. It's different from fill. Press sequence. What is this? Enter. I think this is enter alphabet one by one with a bit pause. Okay. So there is a method. Press sequentially, what it do, so basically it will automate this kind of thing. So I pause, N pause, D pause. So basically this pause is handled automatically by the this Playwright. Okay, so if you what say fill basically in send keys, in Selenium send keys, in Playwright it's fill. So there is a difference. See, you can see I have at the one go I have pasted IND in one go. But what if you want to automate this way? IND. So I am pressing slowly, right? In my keyboard. As a human, we are typing slowly. I, then N, then D. Are you able to understand what I want to say? So press sequentially is to automate such kind of thing. When you write by your hand in the keyboard, like I, N, D. So slowly, right? But control V is like copy paste. So this is control V. I just pressed on my laptop control V. So basically paste. So paste is like in one go IND has been printed. So this is a different thing. So that is a fill. So if you do this, this is a fill. But if you write I and D, this is sequentially. Now I hope I am able to explain you. So you can use here fill or press sequentially. Fill, if you use, it will be like control V in one go. But if you write press sequentially, so there will be a by default some delay. Okay, so by default it says 0. So if you are not writing this particular, if you are not giving this second parameter, it will be delay will be 0. Basically it will be treated as a fill. So there will be no difference in fill and press sequentially if you are not giving this second parameter, or you are making it delay of 0 millisecond, right? But if you want to use press sequentially, you want to have that kind of behavior, so you have to give some delay. 1 millisecond, 2 millisecond, means 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, whatever you want to give, you can give it delay. So it will be treated as a sequential operation. This is a nice feature in Playwright. you can use. Okay, so what we have done, we have the locators. I think no need to explain you again and again. These are the same locator: text, autocomplete, input, country, div, again ID. Okay, autocomplete block. Okay, so let me show you if this looks a bit long. Mm, inspect, control F V. Okay, so see, uh, where is the list? Okay, so this country autocomplete list. So what, this is the locator for this. You can see div, and this is the ID country automate complete list. Okay, so what this locator is for, this the answer, the result, whatever you are writing here, the result of that will come coming under this in this div. Okay, so input div is different. This is the input div, and this is the result div. Okay, so this is clear. So autocomplete block. So this is the autocomplete block, and this is the country, the input text box. Okay, so in the text box we are press sequentially, we are filling, we are writing, we are sending keys one by one, I n, slowly with a delay of 2 seconds. Okay, you may not notice the delay, okay, because this is so fast you may be not able to observe that. So autocomplete dot wait for. Okay, so this is to add, go to the autocomplete, because see, I added a wait for intentionally so that our test case will be more robust. Because what happened, let's say you're writing something here and this list is not coming very fast, so our test case might fail or might pass, I don't know. Okay, so better in such kind of scenarios, better to add these kind of like autocomplete block wait for. So we will wait for that block to appear and filled properly, then only we'll go after. Okay, so now search only inside block locator chaining. So locator chaining is another beautiful concept. I will tell you what I want to say. Autocomplete block, you are aware about this autocomplete block. So this is your autocomplete block. Okay, so this div, this the result div. Okay, the result div is the autocomplete block. What I want to say is this is already a locator. You can see here, this is a locator, page.locator, and this is the locator. So now this is a web element itself. Now further on top of this locator, I am further going inside dot locator. See, so basically dot locator is getting used 2 times. So autocomplete block itself is having page.locator, then dot locator. I am just writing in front of that dot locator like this is possible. Okay, so this is called web element chaining. Okay, so basically you are able to find one block, after that you are going inside that, then you can go again and again inside that block. Okay, so this is the autocomplete block dot locator div. So what I want to say, we have already reached till this point. Now we are going to go this div, inside this div dot first. Let's expand and then select first inside this and then click. Okay, so we are basically going to select the India with the help of this locator chaining. Okay, then click on the submit, and then console.log. Uh, there is a message, I think. Let me select. Okay, submit. So you selected India. So whatever country you select, submit. United Kingdom. So basically, whatever country you are selecting, once you select submit, that country is appearing here. So we have to verify that whatever select country you have selected, whether that is coming here or not. Okay, so that is a kind of very important verification. So selected country message dot text content. So what we have done, we have identified this one. Let's see. Go to here, P result. Okay, let's see. Go to here. P, this is the tag, right? Paragraph P, and ID is result. So basically, see, if you go here, we have this one. So you selected Spain, right? You can see, right? So basically, I want to just fetch this text. You selected colon Spain. Okay, so this is the locator for that. And text content, you know that this method will fetch the text content, and we are not saving it, we are simply print it, okay, in the console. And then expect selected country message dot contains text you selected India. So this message should be there. Okay, so this is the verification. Let me run. Let's see, this is going to be interesting only. Okay, there is no other only. Let's see. Okay, let me run test autocomplete, and there is no pause, there is nothing. Okay, so it will run very fast. Let's see if we can see. So we have to focus on the no, see, unnecessary multiple so something is happening, I don't know what. There is some problem with the only something happens. See, 54 test cases are running, right? Let me stop it. See, all my classes are these. Oh, everything is running. I don't know what happened with this only. Why it's giving problem. We are not changing anything, but maybe we have not saved. Maybe that's the reason that I have added the only, but I have not pressed the Control S, and that's why there is no only basically, right? Because I have removed the only from here, and I may not have saved while adding here. So that's why. So if there are no only means if there are no test cases with the only flag, so all the test cases will start running. Okay. So be careful. Let me again run. This time it should run because I have pressed Control save. See, only one test case is running now. Yeah. So you can see IN. See, can you see the delay? How slowly India is getting typed. Okay, with the delay of 2 seconds. So we can observe that. Okay, let me rerun. I will show you again. So I has been pressed, and after a pause, see I N, and then submit will be clicked. I think I touched in between something, and let me close, rerun this. I think I made some while I disturbed the playwright. Okay, we'll try to, will not touch the screen this time. I N submit, and you selected India. See, you can see that, right? So this is the press sequentially. So we learned press sequentially in this particular test case, autocomplete. A very nice concept. Okay. Okay, let me remove this. Yes, this is what I'm talking about only. Okay, so if you simply added only and now run it, all the test cases will run. Why? Because I have not Control S. I have not clicked on the Control S. So that is what happening with me. So Control S. Okay, now it will only run this one. Okay, so let's see. Automation training 3. Okay, okay. Lots of locators. Okay, fine. So automation training, first of all, let's me show you the simple one. Okay, so let's go to here. There's a page. Control F, Control F, V. So I'm talking about this button, automation training. You can see this is the uh, locator. Okay, so you can see anchor. There's an anchor tag. Class is button space button sut space dlg inline block space. So basically, you can see there are how many classes are there? One, two, three, four, five, six. So basically, for this button, there are six classes being used by the developers. Okay, so in such kind of cases where there are multiple, more than one classes used for your web elements, then if you are not able to find the proper locators, let's say something, you're not able to identify a simple locators, so and you don't have any option but to use the class. Okay, um, Then what to use? So this is working, we have seen. We can see dlg inline block. So dlg inline block. So if this class is unique, okay, and there are no other class, so out of five or six multiple classes, you can use any one unique class. Okay, so you have to say if this is unique, you use this class. If this is unique, you use this class. Okay, you can use if on the page there are no other class. Okay, so this is one option. This is working. Okay, this will work. Uh, Another option is you give the complete class, all the six classes you choose, and see, let me write here like this. So what I have given here in the bracket square in the brackets, class is equal to the complete class I have added here, all the six classes. Okay, so it's going to be one of the unique element, right? This is one option. Okay, so you have two option I told you guys. Like you could have given all the classes together, or you could have used only one class. Okay, one class. So there are six classes. Okay, button is one class. Button SUT is another class. Okay, this is the CSS. Like front-end developers use all these things, so it's not for us. But we should know the basics. Like these are the different classes used by the developers. So uh, you can use both or not or single. Okay, but what I found, like if you are writing in this style, like you are using class like with square bracket. Okay, with square bracket, if you are writing, let me control it. If you are writing only, if you are using one class, but you are using this like square bracket, it will not work. Okay, so if you have to use single class, you don't have to use square bracket. With square bracket, the complete class set should come. Okay, so this is what I found. So I thought good to share with you guys. Otherwise, you may waste a lot of time. Okay, so we are not doing anything here. Like basically go to page and click on the automation training. Okay, so let me run quickly this test case, and okay, let me remove the pause. I don't want to waste a lot of time. Edit. So we are using the third locator, automation training 3. Okay, let's see. So the new website you have seen, right? It is going that has been clicked. Let me now use one first locator with all the classes. Let's see if it is working or not. Okay, so you have seen that has been clicked as well. Okay, so now let's going to use the second one. So this is how you learn, yeah, by hit and trial. This is how you learn slowly, because we are not very much comfortable with the CSS, and most of the time we are using the XPath, ID, name, all these things. So uh, what happens? So this is not working, right? Nothing is happening, and after 30 second it will fail. So see, test case is still running. After the 30-second, uh, Playwright will not be able to find this locator, and the test case will fail. Let's wait for 30 second maybe. Okay, so yeah, so it has been failed with here error locator dot click test timeout 30 seconds exceed etc. These are the logs. This is the screenshot because we have selected in the configuration, right? Screen, I need a screenshot, and this is the traces. Traces will come only when, because it has been failed, right? This is the configuration we have given. So cool, this is working. So let me put it back to 1, and that's it, right? So this is done. So I think we this is a good session. We have learned lots of things. Let me summarize. We learned the drop downs, we learned the radio buttons, we learned the checkbox. Okay, we learned the autocomplete, sequentially press sequentially, new feature, and the CSS with multiple classes. Okay, so this is another good thing to use. Okay, so I hope this chapters you are enjoying learning Playwright. I hope you are learning something good, something useful, and my lectures are getting helpful for you guys, and you are able to perform your something better, right? You are able to learn something new. So let's see you in the next chapter, and we'll go through the other classes. So going to be interesting. Yeah. Okay then. See you guys. Keep smiling and keep sharing your knowledge, and have a good day. Bye bye.